Alright, welcome back everyone. So, first order of business is that I once again saved the finals without looking at them. Though I don't expect too much out of it. The side games was bullying Haru pretty hard, so even though the one we made was pretty good. Then after that, we'll be working on dirt training. I'm thinking this session is probably not going to be entirely Haru attempts, because I managed to get this one, which is kind of on the top side of things. And I need to put some time into putting together the second and third members. So we'll probably do one Haru run, and then probably some Oguri. And if she gets completed, we'll do some Condor. So what I'm thinking we'll do is get some acceptably strong Oguri and Condor, and then I can go back to just putting all the effort into trying to min-max a better Haru. And if that gets done, then maybe we try to be greedy and do the funny Dirt Natie idea. So yeah, unfortunately you got stuck in B finals too. Which, I mean, I kinda expected to end up there anyway. But I got there through B group, which was just not right. Because this team was clearly good enough to get into A group, it just got absurdly unlucky. What? Awful lot of front runners here. A lot of stuff that didn't have a ton of effort put in either. Watch them win anyway. Yeah, most of these have just like recovery skills for seemingly no reason, because it's a sprint, you don't need recovery. Okay, wait and CSI. This is a relatively serious Bakushin, even though they missed her unique upgrades. This is just, I guess, a slap together I guess she's technically got the good gold skills. Just used with something that ended up giving her medium S. Yeah, actually the Mayana is probably the most seriously built out of all of our opponents. But I heard that there was a tournament called Genesis that decided to have an Umamusume event. Like, Uma themed, or are we talking Like, they actually tried to have some kind of Uma tournament with the game, or whatever. So I've not really heard anything about it, but... Oh, wait a second, this Mayana is B Sprint. Okay, maybe not as seriously as I thought. So yeah, I guess maybe the Bakushin is the strongest. Alright, well, whatever, this is a bit of a lottery, too. Yeah, tournament with players doing room matches? Sounds kind of awful, because... PvP in this game is not particularly good. And trying to make a tournament out of that sounds terrible. 先頭はサイレンス鈴鹿単身で飛ばして行きます。2番手の位置で先頭を伺うのはマルゼンスキー。1馬身離れて二歩のブルボ。4番手に桜爆心号カレンチャ5番手。さらにはハルウララ第4コーナーを進んで直線へ向かう。君子だわ。それだ。勝負どころ最後の直線へとかけていきます。マルゼンスキーここで抜け出したじりじり詰めるハルウララ。この直線で勝負が決まるぞ。前のトップがまだ抑えたままだ。まだ1馬身以上の差があるぞ。ここから捉えることができるのか。栄光まで400。疾風陣雷ってな。最終コーナーを曲がって先陣を切ったのはマルゼンスキー。The winner did a winning live. 200を通過。タマモクロス。驚異的な末脚。タマモクロス。抜け出した。ここで並んだタマモクロス。今1着でゴールイン。勝ったのはタマモクロス。Alright, well, I mean, it was almost a hard win. We only lost to our own team. And Tama was also swimming against the current going into sprint, so there's that. Well, I guess we at least took first, but definitely felt like punching down, because no one had, like, a real meta setup there. That was kind of the entire Group B for me. It felt like I was punching down the entire time. So it's like, alright, well, the game padded out my win rate a whole bunch, but I don't know, those wins aren't really meaningful when I'm beating up on 800 stat opponents. But I guess we'll take the prizes anyway. Pegasus. Lots of decimals there. It's just a little bit under 50% win rate, but that was padded up by Group B, because I was about a third out of the first round. I think... yeah, Haru had almost a 50% top 3 rate, so like... shows how much she kinda got cheated in that first round. Lots of second places. You mean dancing the Umamusume Densetsu? Yeah, I mean, that's what I assumed. Because when you say winning concert, I assumed it was gonna be something like that. I guess it could have included singing. I don't know if they actually sang it. It would have been something hard to sing, though. Alright, well, let's move on to doing the actual runs for dirt. This will be one where it'll be easier to go full min-max on Haru. I guess the one downside of not having the turf sparks is that our racing schedule is extremely rigid. So if we get screwed on one of the big G1s, then we might just miss the unique upgrades. Hey, Rock. Thanks for the winning energy. I have very mixed feelings about this Tosho card, because it prevents me from using my SR. I feel like it's a better... It's generally a better card, the Sweep SR. But it has to be the SSR version to have a chance of getting straightaway Spurt. It's a huge pain, because like there's a chance Air Groove just shows up in the event and ruins getting straightaway Spurt. And then the SSR version, for some reason, has no starting friendship, which makes it a huge pain to get her online for actual rainbows. 先頭は6番単身で飛ばして行きます。先頭から大きく離されて2番手は4番内から2番4番手1番5番手 Problem is that the alternatives are running the Air Shakur Wit, which has no banner race bonuses. It is otherwise generally just a mediocre Wit card. Or Hishi, which is a strong power SR, but that doesn't really fit into my deck on. In addition to it having to come through hints for her, which often ends up being as unreliable as SSR Tosho's event. So it's just like, eh. Either way, any of the three ways, we're picking a poison of some sort. I guess the fourth way is to try to get it through inspirations, but considering the affinity that Cygames has settled Haru with everyone, no. Absolutely not. set the agenda. Being slightly sloppy about that. Oh, see? Haru showing up and running things. Because the chance the run isn't dead because it could still show up off a Spirit Burst, but it's actually making me legitimately kind of hate air groove. I might look for an excuse to kick her off the team once we get to Mant. Or I guess Track Blazer as they're calling it. That's a live demonstration there of it taking a million years to get Tosho up to speed. We've clicked her so many times and she's not even... I think she's still like 2 clicks away from Orange even at this point. Yeah, she definitely was. What a pain, man. Alright, because the Valentine's event started, so there's actually race goals complete. We obviously won't be tackling most of those with Haru, she just doesn't have the aptitudes. Actually, since they'd be centered around Bourbon and Aishin, so there's probably nothing in there that Haru can actually do.